It is September 2nd, 2004, and we're in the Science Building at the University of Maine in Machias. And this is the Washington County Service Providers Partnership Forum. There are approximately a dozen or so service providers who will be presenting today and interacting today with themselves, as well as municipal officials, county officials, and other businesses and members of the public. And the purpose of the day is for us all to better understand what it is that we do and to share in order to identify if we duplicate our services. We are sometimes accused of that. We really want to tackle that issue and find out if it's true, or spreading resources across the large area that is Washington County, or among the various constituencies, whether it's early startup businesses, large businesses locating here, or municipalities, larger collections of municipalities and individuals. There are people arriving now, and we're here for the afternoon. We're going to have a presentation that gives basic information about what we all do, and then we'll have a couple of sessions where we address these issues of duplication, and then we will conclude the day with a session where we look at what are the opportunities for collaboration beyond what we're already doing, and what is our collective vision for Washington County. Washington County is a diverse region. It has challenges because of its geographic location and its past low employment statistics, and some of the losses of jobs that have occurred in various industries over the last 10 to 15 years, though there have been a lot of new gains of new industries and new opportunities in the county. In fact, there's some numbers describing how there's been actually a net increase in jobs. They are different jobs. Sunrise County Economic Council, in fact, has documented those statistics quite well. So I think there is a need for economic development that's well established, and what we're trying to do today is bring together all of the various organizations who work in community and economic development in the county and identify how we can work together to make use of our scarce resources. They're scarce and they're getting scarcer. The purpose today, though, is to identify how existing organizations, whether they're non-governmental, non-profit, quasi-governmental, to identify how we can work together. We are all chasing after scarce resources. We need, for instance, the Washington County Council of Governments is dependent on member dues from municipalities in order to have sufficient match money to get contractual money from the State Planning Office. So we're dependent on our member municipalities. The Soil and Water Conservation District is also dependent on their members for modest membership dues, but they add up and they're essential in order for us to attract additional resources into the county. And anytime you apply for grant money, whether it's federal, private, state, invariably and more, there is a match requirement. So we can pool our resources with our membership dues, but also among organizations and match effort. And in fact, the number of organizations who have supported this effort with matching in-kind staff support and actual dollars when we applied to the Maine Community Foundation to help support this effort, and they did support it with a $1,500 grant. The fact that 7 or 8 organizations donated time and money was persuasive in us getting that grant, and that happens all the time. So when I say we have scarce resources, that's true, but the way that you get more of them is to combine and share and match and leverage one another's activities. I think the outlook is very good. I'm very optimistic about the future of Washington County. I think it has tremendous assets. I think that there is opportunity for a very good balance between traditional industries, especially in the working waterfront, and maybe how the working waterfront is used will shift. It shifts in flux right now, but I don't think it's dying. I feel very optimistic about the forest products industry. And I think that there are things that can occur in tourism and visitor development that can add to, without detracting from, those existing more traditional industries. And then there are all sorts of other opportunities with the high-tech sector, with the pine tree development zones, with efforts that we're working on right now to develop a telecommunications infrastructure assessment and plan, and how we can build and become part of the 21st century in terms of telecommunications infrastructure. So I'm very optimistic about the opportunities. The way that individuals and businesses can get involved is to contact any of the member service providers whose contact information is available on the PowerPoint presentation that will be presented. They can certainly contact me, and I have all of the participants who are involved today. And I do think it's essential that more people get involved. One of the things we're going to do today is break into groups and come up with a vision for Washington County. And should we do that on our own? Can we justifiably speak with our volunteer boards, which reach into the communities, but can we justifiably develop that vision for Washington County? Shouldn't more people be involved? I think so. And it's a challenge to get people to come to meetings. That's one of the reasons that it's so essential to have this run on local access TV.